Okay, now the front brake pads are not centered on the bike, so now we're going to center them on the disc. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see this, but if you look along this brake disc, you'll be able to see if the brake pads are touching the disc. On this side of the brake pad, on this bike, it is. So in order to adjust that, I'm just gonna turn the bike wheel that way. So y'all can see it. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. Turn the bike around the other way. So you can see what I'm doing. All right. So what I'll do to adjust if the caliper is centered is loosen that screw and that screw, and then slide the caliper until it is centered. Once I get the right tool in my hand. Goodness, that one's a little tight. I was trying to get the best shot for y'all, but sometimes in order to get it done right, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm trying not to bend up the spike. Now, once you loosen those, you probably can't really see, but the hole that those bolts are in are sliding. So that means that you can slide the caliper one way or the other. And in order to do that, you need to be able to see in here to see which way you need to slide the caliper. On this bike, after the installation, the caliper needs to come outward. And double check that it is tight. I mean, straight. Yep. You all may be able to see that, but on both sides of the disc, you can see a gap on each side. That's what you want to see. That means that while you're rolling, the disc will not be rubbing up against the brakes, or vice versa. Now I'll go around and tighten it all the way up. Okay, so we got this tightened up. And since this tightened up, we'll go ahead and tighten up these dropout nuts, nice and tight, so that they don't loosen and then eventually drop out without you wanting them to drop out. The wheels did come pre-inflated, but they need to be inflated to the right pressure. So now that we have that tightened, the front brake caliper centered, now we can move on to making sure our handlebars are tight in the clamp so that they're not moving around and all that. In order to do that, I'll go ahead and rotate the bike back around. facing us with the handlebar clamp. Y'all remember where that is, so I won't go into that more. We'll just go ahead and move to the center. This one has a crosshair that helps you. I'll explain the crosshair a little later, but it also has some degree markings, so you can kind of set it to how what your riding preference is.